Happy World Carnivorous Plant Day. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about why I love carnivorous plants. When I was a little boy, it was the fact that plants ate animals and that weirdness that really attracted me to them. I was always in love with nature, and I've always loved weird things. Where other people, go, oh, that's weird, never want to think about that ever again. I always go, oh, that's weird, I want to look at this for the rest of my life. And so that's what got me into carnivorous plants. But as I've gotten older and kept doing this for years, because now it's been like over 30 years of growing these plants, it's less that they eat bugs that interest me. Honestly, sometimes I forget that they eat bugs, which probably breaks some of your guys' hearts. But now really what keeps me doing this is their beauty. Carnivorous plants are designed to attract insects. Not just their flowers, but their leaves and traps, are designed to attract. And so because of that, they're just really super beautiful. And I've been making carnivorous plants practically my entire life. I've been making American pitcher plant crosses and Nepenthes crosses and butterwort crosses for sure. And I really love making new interesting traps. But the Mexican butterworts have become one of my really favorite group of plants, and that's because of their really beautiful little flowers. The young kid in me loved a gruesome looking trap, but the older me loves a beautiful little flower. And most people don't care what a Venus flytrap flower looks like that much, and they like American pitcher plant flowers, but they only last a week. But these guys, most of the reason people grow them is because of their beautiful little flowers. And they're almost always in flower. The flowers can last a really long time, both on the plants and as little bouquets. And you can make like every possible color, which is my life goal. I just keep working on making crosses every single year to make every shade of pink humanly possible. And some reds, some purples, and everything else I can get away with. But yeah, so happy World Carnivorous Plant Day. Go grow some carnivorous plants. It's not too late to start. So I know that houseplants are blowing up right now, and then people come, carnivorous plants are also blowing up, and people want to combine the two. So sadly, American pitcher plants and Venus flytraps and even a lot of the sundews can be a little tricky to do indoors because they need a lot of sun. Mexican butterworts, on the other hand, like these here, are ideal houseplants. They don't even need as much light as some of the other carnivorous plants. So if you have a spot where a sundew won't make dew and stay sticky, a butterwort will probably do there. And although their leaves will be more stretched out, they'll still be dewy, and they'll still catch your fruit flies and your fungus gnats from your other houseplants, which is just an added bonus. They're almost always in flower, which is just a nice little piece of color. I just always think of them as African violets that will catch your fruit flies. So if you're not growing carnivorous plants, you don't have very much outdoor space, start with the Mexican butterwort. They're like my favorite plants in the world. So I know some of you are growing Mexican butterworts, and lots of you are going like, why aren't they flowering, or why aren't they flowering as much as I think they might be able to? Well, fertilizer is a really great thing to do. We tend to think of fertilizer as like vitamins for us, but really it's more akin to food. It'd be like going to the vet and being like, how come my dog doesn't catch anything? And be like, do you feed him? And you're like, no, we don't ever feed him. Like, so that might be why. So you do need to feed these plants, and they'll get fertilizer from fungus gnats and fruit flies that they catch in house, but lots of us don't have too many bugs in there, and so it's good to supplement that somehow. A few years ago, it dawned on me that these guys grow in Mexico next to cacti and succulents, and so I gave this Schultz cactus fertilizer a try, and I really like the results. So I just do about 12 to 14 drops in a quart-sized spray bottle, and then I just mist the leaves. And you can do that weekly if you have the time. I've got a lot of plants, not that much time, so I don't always do it weekly. But if you do that, you'll get more pretty colors on the rosettes and way more flowers, and probably bigger flowers too. Anyways, don't forget to feed your carnivorous plants.